Good morning, Heart Rockets. Today is Monday, October 12th, 2020. Please stand for the pledge to the American flag, followed by the pledge to the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Juro lealtad a la bandera de los Estados Unidos de América y a la república que representa una nación bajo Dios, indivisible, con libertad y justicia para todos. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible. Te honro bandera de Texas. Te juro lealtad a ti, Texas, un estado bajo Dios, uno e indivisible. Please remain standing for a moment of silence. Thank you. Please be seated. Today, for specials, it is a C day. And I have our first clue and our first little tip for our grad of the week. This grad of the week has wanted to be a teacher since she was 5 years old. Kind of gave you two clues. It's a she, right? And she's wanted to be a teacher since she was 5 years old. That's like 3 clues, right? A she, a teacher, and since she's 5 years old. So she must love what she does. Awesome. All right, boys and girls, now you know it is Monday. And as a wonderful way to start our week, we have Miss Brittany here to share her Mindful Minute activity.
Good morning, Heart Rockets. Welcome to today's Mindful Minute. Last week, we read a great book about mindfulness and what it means and how it can be helpful to us. But just a reminder, mindfulness is paying attention to what is happening right now in the present moment. And so in life, we might have really hard or stressful things that happen, and mindfulness can help us to feel calm and to be kind, to help us to focus and do really well in school. So we have practiced a couple weeks ago mindful breathing, and we're going to practice that again today with a different activity. And I like to call this Take 5 breathing. So first, let's get our mindful bodies on. So you remember, you can be standing or sitting as long as your feet are planted on the ground. And you're sitting up nice and straight. And you're going to take one of your hands and stretch it out so it looks like a star. Next, with your other hand, if you'll get your pointer finger ready. And we're going to trace our fingers up and down like this. So tracing them up and down. Okay. So just practice that for a second. And we're going to start with the thumb and slide up each finger really slowly and down the other side. And the next piece is we're going to add breathing into that. So as you're going up the finger, breathe in through your nose, and then down the finger, breathe out through your mouth. Now let's put it all together, and we'll breathe in as we slide up, breathe out as you slide down, and we'll do the whole hand together, okay? All right, let's try it. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, and breathe out. And remember, you can always go at your own pace, whatever is comfortable for you. And what I like to do is if I get to the end of my hand and I feel like I need to keep breathing to help myself feel calm, I'll just go backwards. You can switch hands, whatever kind of works for you. All right. So remember this week to practice your mindful breathing by using our star hands and doing take 5 breathing. And we will practice mindfulness again next Monday. And remember, we're going to listen to the bell to start and end our mindful minute. And it'll be our way of saying hello and goodbye. This ends today's mindful minute. Remember, you're important to us and to our school. We are glad you're here.
Awesome. Thank you, Miss Brittany. Miss Brittany, before you, hopefully you're not muting yourself. Don't mute yourself yet. I wanted to know, because as you were doing this and I was practicing and I was like, man, this feels really good. When are some times that you feel it works best to do these mindful activities? When do you use them?
Well, I like to do them like when I first wake up, because I have a hard time waking up. So it helps me to get started on my day. Another time is like, I know in school we move from different subject to different subject a lot. And so I like to do things like that when we're moving to a new thing to help me transition to it and refocus my brain to the new thing that we're doing. I also like to do it when I get really frustrated with something, if it's hard, or if I'm frustrated with another person. So it helps me to feel calm then and to be kind to myself and to others. Those are a few times that I like to do it. What about you, Miss Trejo? Can you think of any?
Well, and I love all of those ideas. And like I said, I was just thinking as I was doing it with you, I could feel myself really just, I started kind of here this morning, and I think it's right because I don't like waking up early. And sometimes it's really hard for me. And as an adult, I get to drink coffee, but sometimes coffee doesn't help me either. And so, like, I kind of felt like really tense. And then when we did that, like, I just felt my shoulders kind of drop. And I was like, man, that feels really good. And I just thought about how important it is to remind ourselves to do that. I mean, we're so lucky to have you to remind us, like on Mondays, but it's almost like we have to teach our own brain, like, hey, it's time to do this because we're starting to feel a little tense or a little frustrated. But I think all the examples you gave are great times to use it. I know, like, when I have to, like, stop what I'm doing, like, I have, like, a great example. On Thursday, at the end of the day, I was working with Ms. Howard's class, and we were doing a really good little lesson, and I was talking about how I support our students. And then I remembered, oh my gosh, I have to announce dismissal. And so I felt really, I'm going to use the word flustered, because it was just like I had to change from one thing to the next, and I could feel like my body start to get really tense. But I now that you're saying that, like, that was a change from one thing to another. And if I would have just maybe stopped and did a little bit of breathing, I probably would have felt less tense. I probably would have felt a little bit better. So I love that. And I just think it's so important. We need to remind ourselves to do it when we're feeling that way. Awesome. Thank you so, so much. All right, boys and girls, I hope that have really helped you the way it helped me. Now let's go ahead and go into our 4-way test to continue our day off strong. Here we go. Of the things we think, say, and do, is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial
to all concerned?
And our Heart Rocket pledge, being a Heart Rocket means that I am responsible, on task, cooperative, kind, enthusiastic, and a team worker who is successful at everything I do. Awesome job, boys and girls. I hope it's a wonderful day and a wonderful week for you all. Make sure to make it your best. Thank you for tuning in to KHRT News with Miss Trejo and
Miss Brittany.
have a wonderful day.